Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the chat. To anybody who is not a father, happy Father's Day to your father. How's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day. Happy boring Bitcoin Day. How you guys doing? Hey! Time for my beautiful face. Guys, Bitcoin chilling 105, 339 and 80 cents. Not a whole lot to report. RSI's sitting right in the middle in the 4-hour time frame. So is our momentum wave. Assets are getting a little confused now. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map first things first. We do tend to forget that once in a while. Don't want to forget it today. What's going on Fahid? What's going on Drummer? What's going on Dixie? What's going on Jim Derringer? Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Father's Day to your fathers. Looks like we were in this goofy little range. We did liquidate a little bit. Down below, we got 104,419. 104,419. And then, let me go, I guess, here, 103,965. And then we got 103,662. Oops, 103,662. And 102,905. All right. Then up above, 106,085. 106,085. Ooh, interesting. There's already a 106,088 from earlier. I wonder if that's the same liquidation point. Let's update this one then. 106,766. And then I guess one more up top. Let's go all the way the heck up here. 107,827. I like it. Okay. Drummer said rip dad. Is your dad also deceased? My dad died when I was 12. Rip dad. Cheers to the fathers that are no longer with us. Legends or otherwise. Tishu said, yo, notice JTO started to move. Will it keep going like Arrow did? Dude, Arrow, I'm mind blown at Arrow's performance. Look at this. This thing just went crazy. Someone knows something, and they're loading up hard. This does not just happen. While everything else, there's like geopolitical warfare, there's trade wars, tariffs going on like crazy, and somebody's just accumulating the crap out of Aerodrome. I'm not really buying it. Something's up. But Bitcoin, vibing, pushing. Looks like it's trying to push up. Oddly enough, 15-minute Cardano has been very spicy. Look at those wicks. People are scooping hard. ETH is down 0.35% since the daily close. We got a couple of wicks on ETH as well. 15-minute probably looks just as juicy. I don't know. I'm kind of The Heat said Lifer's a bit bearish, which I love the guy. Super nice guy, but that makes me seem like I want to be bullish. Because usually when the mainstream YouTubers start to get bearish, look at Soul. Ooh! Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited. I'm getting goosebumps. Are we getting goosebumps? Dang it. I swear, man. Everyone, all the charts and everything, people were like, alt season starts on June 15th. Today's the 15th. If alt season starts today, that's going to be insane. What do you guys think? You guys got any thoughts? I'm kind of excited. Soul's up 0.66% on the day. Beautiful reaction off of our purple trend line, which was our previous inverse head and shoulder neckline that caused us to break out, retest, and break above our blue line, which sent us to new all-time high on Soul. That has now become our foundational support for the continued potential of alt season. Jim Derringer said a suspicious amount of FUD as the M2 surges. We even ended quantitative tightening. Isn't it weird? It's weird, man. Everything is suspicious. But he said we just need this war to end, otherwise it's going to get out of control. I think it's going to be the same. I don't know. My brain is working in unnecessary conspiracy territory. What if they just used this as a frequent event to, like, maybe not distract probably isn't the right word, to manipulate. And it can be as vague as manipulating money markets. It can be as niche and complex as manipulating politics elsewhere. I got a hole in my Minecraft shirt. I'm really upset about it. There's like a hook near the door that I walked into. Jim Derringer said this definitely feels like the 2020 crypto market, JJ. Let's actually compare because I like that concept. We're going to be a little bit slow today, guys, because we don't have a daily close to work our way up to. Dude, stuff's about to explode. I'm excited. Why does everything look so green? Am I getting bamboozled? Have I been honeypotted? Tishu said, sorry to hear about your dad's passing, guys. My dad is in a nursing home, and it's hard. I'd give anything to go back in time. Yeah, that's what I always say. Time is your most valuable asset, man. I don't want to try and be a gloomer. I don't really tend to think of it as a gloomy thing, but other people do. But time really is your most valuable asset. If you really think about it, people want money so that they don't have to spend their time working. You're literally, your entire life, you think, oh, you work for money to, like, be comfortable or whatever. You work for money so that way you can buy more time. That's literally all it is. Whether or not it's buying free time, vacation time, time with your kids, time with your parents, time with your spouse, whatever. You are buying time. That's what it is. But yeah. Soul is up 1% right now. I'm freaking out, man. Are we freaking out? We were gonna compare to 2020. That's what we're gonna do. Tell me if my mic keeps cutting out, because it kind of looks like it's oversensitive for some reason. Like if I talk a little bit too loud, right there, it looked like it bottomed out. Okay. 2020. Let me get a clean-ish chart. I don't want to go to week. I guess I'll go to the daily. Words of wisdom. Thanks, JJ. Of course, teach you. Yeah, man, cherish it. For real. Time, it really goes, it's such a cliche, stupid thing to say, but it really does go by fast. 2020. Yeah. Oh, honestly, look at that, though. This, and what's crazy about this is we're 5 years ahead, which kind of eliminates the idea of the 4-year cycle. But look at this. If this is maybe a harmonic, we got a double top, and then it started to go down. People right here probably thought it was over, man. They probably thought it was over. Anyway, people probably sold, and then it went bam, straight up. This is December 20th, or December of 2020. That's so weird. I don't know, it's weird to look back on those charts. And look at this, we got like the same thing right here. People right here definitely thought it was over. And then we went, boop, new all-time high. Bitcoin's just chilling. What's going to happen? You know what would really suck? is if it did the same thing. What if it just kept doing that? That would be like the ultimate revenge from Satoshi. Everyone's like, Bitcoin's gonna make millionaires, and it just keeps going sideways for like a decade. Damn, that would be funny. I feel bad because I know that there's some assets that have done that. Jim Derringer said, not just the Bitcoin chart either, JJ. Entire market looked like it wanted to die before the rip. I feel like that always happens. People have pointed that out for the longest time. 2020. So, is this where I said I thought we were? No, January, February 21. So that would argue us January, February of 25. Right? 4? Yeah. Wait a minute. What? So, 4 years, May of 2025. But we didn't top until November. So what if... Whoa, okay, so what if this was like too early? People front running. And this was the actual... And what if we're doing that right now? What if we front ran and we're about to get our actual that goes into October, November, December? I don't know if we're going to get... Like, I like the idea of altcoin summer or alt seasons or whatever, bull run summer. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. Look at, we even had a little double top action back here in 2017, 2018. All right, I'm getting distracted. Looked like it was going to die before it ripped. I would honestly argue... Oops, that's not what I wanted. I would argue that this right here looked like it was going to die, and then it ripped even more. But if you go back even further, it's just a repeating pattern too. Look at this. You got spike 1, spike 2, spike 1, spike 2. Stop it. Spike 1, spike 2. Whoa. Interesting. So there always seems to be a second chance. So we're on the daily. I bet you where we're at right now is literally this. Spike 1, spike 2. It goes right back down to the peak of spike 1. So all the people that bought up here were probably like, oh no, it's going to go down again. We're going to 0. And then it went boop. Dang. This is why time in the market beats timing the market every single time. Time after time. Dude, imagine like reimagining classic songs like that, but like to do with crypto. Yeah, people already hate crypto. You know how much worse that would make it. Okay, so we're according to the fractal, arguably we could get one more spike, one more rip down, the worst of the worst in June, end of June, and then at the explosion. Not financial advice. We'll see what we look like on Wednesday. Tishu said, if you look at JTO's price history, it seems so far it's not one of those coins that goes down 80 to 90, at least so far. Coin market cap. Okay, JTO. Oh gosh, what did I do? Yeah? What's going on with it though? Is this the price that it's been for forever? Make sure you guys smash the like button. I appreciate you guys. It's completely free for you, and it helps me out a ton. Gosh, look at altcoins go. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? I'm a little too excited. I'm freaking out, man. Are you freaking out, man? What's happening right now? Why number go up? Number never go up. Number go up right now? I apologize. Jim said lots of unlocks left for JTO. Sol's performance will assist the underlying price, however. Oh, is that what? Okay, that actually makes sense. So, I mean, technically they're selling into the buy pressure, though. There are a lot left. It just started happening too. Interesting. I'm wondering if they're spending the money on marketing with... Well, no, because there's airdrop, investors, and core contributor. So it doesn't look like any of it's for public. Like JTO specific treasury use. Interesting. So this is going to be going on until December of 2026. All right. Investors. Who are the investors and core contributors? I'd like to see who that is. Volume is up 280% though. They must be pushing it to the right people, I suppose. It's in their best interest to 28% is crazy. It's in their best interest to pump the price. So there are people incentivized to make money off of this. So the price might actually perform relatively decent, regardless of fundamentals, as Jim said. Okay. We've looked at this before at $2. Bath had a long entry on October 1st at $2. Oh, dude, he probably made out like a bandit there, too. Look at that. It was either October 1st, actually. Right back here. Okay, so it dipped, ripped, and ripped even more. So if he diamond balled that long, he probably made bank, dude. That's actually sick. It also looks like whenever it gets around $2, it has a little vacation to the upside. So it might be a fantastic trade, legit. Interesting. I might have to play around with that. We're on the daily. Let me go down to the 4-hour. I'm getting a little excited here. Getting a little too excited. We're getting a little bit pumpy. It looks like we've been suppressed long enough. The bulls are impatient. Bathwater. Yes, Bathwater Basin. Do you not know Bath? Wow, has it been that long? Tishu Bath is he's a channel OG. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the lore of, I guess, my channel, technically, there was a big group of us that kind of became a family in Jordan Cameron's Discord. Jordan Cameron is another cryptocurrency YouTuber. He used to live stream every single day. And we all were just like best friends. And here, Jordan Cameron's, he had a Discord channel. And we all like became best friends in that channel. And Bath was one of them in there. And Jordan stopped streaming for a little bit, and everyone was like, when's the stream? When's the stream? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, F it, I'll stream. And I started streaming. And then everybody showed up. And actually, part of my fractals and all of like the foundational information that I put into my TA was given by Bath. He would give input, advice, just kind of what he looked at. And that's when I started putting everyone's information on the chart. And we would build ideas off of that. And it worked really well. And I don't know. That's just like the history of the channel. Kind of cool. Fahid said Bath hasn't been in here for a while. I think he got like mad at me because I didn't like jump to join his Telegram or something. Tishu said, yeah, I know Bath from Jordan's, of course. Just wanted confirmation. Yeah. Jim said futures markets attempting to rally back to the loss from Friday's scare. Interesting. Very interesting. Look at Bitcoin go, man. Jim said I expected a nice dump first hour of market open, then probably rally. I mean, I'm loving this right now. If we start to liquidate some of these, ooh, it's going to get so spicy. I'm a little too excited. We got ETH starting to perform. Sol's up 2%. Are you freaking kidding me? Head to that blue line, baby. Break it. 161. Total 3 is up 0.41%. So if this is this pump, I don't know. We could actually have a decent run here soon. Kind of here for it. ADA's up 0.5%. That's pretty exciting stuff for ADA. We got an unconfirmed green dot on Market Cipher and a confirmed green dot on the momentum wave. Looking good. About to cross. And we're sitting right above 63.60. Next stop 66? Question mark. SNEK is still down 0.89%. Great accumulation zone, in my opinion. Not financial advice. Jim said Cardano is crushing Solana and developer activity. It is actually. It has been for quite some time. Not consistently every single day. But I think per capita over the past like year or so, I think Cardano's been crushing everyone. XRP's up 0.4, which I don't know. Is that fair though? Because Cardano just started like developing. So you got to take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? I'm a Cardano maxi myself, but I'm not going to sit here and try and blow smoke up my own ass and your guys's too. You know, I'm gonna be completely honest, especially as a Cardano maximalist myself. I'm probably the most critical. Tishu said, "What's your best guess? Sold top 600, 999, or top already in?" I don't think the top is already in. 600 seems like FUD to me. My brain likes 1,000. I don't know. Does my heart? I have no idea. Let me go see. Let's see. What do we think the top for Solana is going to be? As a matter of fact, I like to cheat on my tests sometimes in school. Let's just go ask Grok. What do you think the top for Solana is going to be this bull market? The highest price point it's going to hit. Let's see what Grok says. Okay, it's going to take forever and give me a bunch of political nonsense. Sol looks so good right now, though. Ooh, I will say, kind of a channel on the daily. Why are we on the daily again? Does that keep happening? Am I doing that? I was doing that. That's right, because I was going to go look and see what I think the top is going to be. Let's see what Grok says. Conclusion? Oh, wow. What? It says 600 bucks. My best estimate for Solana's highest price point in the 2025 bull run is $600, striking a balance between optimism and caution. This assumes continued ecosystem growth, institutional interest, and favorable market environment. However, crypto markets are unpredictable, so investors, blah, 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 blah. I'm a fucking weenie. Just buy Sol. That's word for word what it said. So, highly recommend. 600 though. I mean, I'm gonna go 8. I'm gonna say 8 because 8's my favorite number, and I'm gonna be a little more bullish than Grok because I think Grok is a politically correct Weenie Hut Jr. sometimes. Look at total 3. Are we about to get these bad boy spikes right here? Is that what's about to happen? Give it to me, baby. Grok watching us. Dude, something's going on. It might be. Like, I know it can reference my past questions and stuff now, and my tweets. Like, I've asked it stuff, and it's like, based on what you've said here, here, and here, I think this, and that. And I'm like, what the hell? Because I've tried to do that in the past, and it didn't work. So I'm assuming in the latest update, they gave it all kinds of new bells and whistles. Okay. XRP is up 0.53%, about to break 217. After that, 222 is in the cards. Are we gonna get a pumpy stream? Jim said, I think this is absolutely the ecosystem cycle. Ooh, Jim, I have some great suggestions for you then, my friend. On Cardano, go to Tap Tools, Strike, and Bodega. 2 big bad boy gambling protocols. I'm obviously a SNEK guy. I'm not going to shill it to you guys, though. You guys get enough of me shilling it. Strike is decentralized perpetual trading. So, leverage. Decentralized leverage. And Bodega is decentralized betting. Literally polymarket, but on Cardano. Both brilliant investments, in my opinion. Not financial advice, of course, but the performance has been beautiful. Beautiful performance out of both of these. And I am loading up a ridiculously large amount of both of them. Strike is my big player. Bodega has, in my opinion, maybe an equal amount of potential, but it's at 33% of the, actually no, 50%. It's 50% of the market cap. So you can technically double the potential for gains if they're going to the same price, the same market cap. But I'm loading up on Strike. Very generalized. People love to gamble, and Strike is a gambling place. Bodega, though, people also like to bet, especially on sports. Fahid said, I haven't seen a pumpy stream anywhere in a long time. Isn't that crazy? It gets a little weird. It's going to get a little weird. I might take my shirt off. I'm just kidding. HBAR. HBAR is up 1% already. Look at that. HBAR broke below 1593. It looked like 15 was nice support. So if it breaks 1593, 1644 is in the cards for sure. I don't even know, is this real? I guess this is kind of relevant because it rode it for a minute, broke below it, retested, bearish confirmation, blasted to the downside. Interesting. See, and again, I think I called this out a million times with all the other assets. It is still a higher low. So we are still technically bullish on the longer term as well. We were oversold back here, which probably explains that wick. We got a middle finger pattern right here on volume. Tishu said, you still do the banana pump song? Banana pump song. Banana pump song. What's the banana pump song? When we pump, though? What? Did I have a banana pump song? Jim said, I'll keep that in mind. Been peeling off gains this cycle into PAXG, Bitcoin, and ETH. Haven't picked an ecosystem yet, leaning toward ADA, Atom, or DOT. You know, I have not heard about Atom in forever. Polkadot, I've heard a lot of good things. Atom, I'm wondering if that's because Atom, Polkadot, Cardano, like these were all the darlings of last bull market. Avalanche is still somewhat relevant. Where the heck did Atom go, though? I remember Stellar being big. What is going on? You just like unlocked the weirdest right here. 51? What happened? Dude. This is crazy. What was the price? $40. Okay, so it's about the same position as everything else. Why does it seem so far down, though? Did it not get into the top 10 at all? That's crazy. I thought that's what the song said. I have no idea, though. LOL. I'll look for it. Banana Pump is on his OnlyFans. Cosmos, from what I can tell, fell off after the community reached an impasse over Atom 2.0. Dang. Well, rest in peace. Definitely one of the greats, but damn, I can't imagine being around $4. That would drive me crazy. I'm so excited about the pumpy market. HBAR's flying sweet, broke out of this beautiful potential falling scenario. Sweet's heading towards 325. We got a confirmed dot back here, unconfirmed right here, confirmed on the momentum wave. It's pushing to the upside. Ondo's up 1.5%, breaking above 80.24. Interesting. I wonder... Is it going to reset the waste management pattern? Do you think we can get it? That might be it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna change it. Is it too messy? Let me know if it gets too messy. Jim said Cosmos isn't trying to target institutions from what I can tell. Their priority market is small to mid-sized developers. Okay. Tishu said Ignition by Burgundy. Is that might be Jordan's pump song. I don't recall ever having a pump song. Ignition by Burgundy. Oh. I remember. This is my old intro song, isn't it? I feel like that's my old intro song. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up on my phone and mute the mic so that I don't get copyright strike, because that's now a concern. Now that I'm monetized, so. Because you can, like, proper strikes and then you'll get screwed. Ignition by Burgundy. Alright, here I go. Dude, what a good song. That is such a good song. Dang. It does kind of sound like it's saying banana, too. That's awesome. Wow. It hasn't even been a year yet. What the heck? Why does it feel like it's so long ago? It says copyright free. Yeah, but they still... something will happen, and it'll drive me crazy. JJ about to cry. It stays. It's at this. There's actually paper towels right here. I'm constantly crying. Jim said probably going to cycle majority gains from this run back into TradFi. Cisco looks incredible on the monthly. My oldest and largest financial bag. Nice. Dude, we are pumping and I'm making money. This has not happened in quite some time. Arrow. Dude, Ando looks awesome. 1.8% on the day. Broke above 80.24. Heading towards Tyler's entry. 84.84 is the big. 84.84 is the big point of contention on Ando specifically. If this thing's got what it takes, then it's go time, baby. Momentum wave crossing bullish. Arrow is up 1.33%. Arrow, for some reason, has just been shredding. It is now continuing to shred. It has permission now, whereas before it was just shredding without anybody, and now everyone has joined the fight. And Arrow was asleep in like the barn because it had been shredding all month, and everybody else is like running around outside. And Arrow's like, "Oh shoot, it's time." So now Arrow is going to re-enter the shred zone, way more shredded than everybody else. Everybody else is like pumping iron, and Aerodrome's like just ripped, running down the street. I don't know what visual I'm going for, but it's turning very strange. Fahid said JJ, or he said we will cry if we see a mega pump now. Yeah, I agree. Otherwise, blah, nah. Maybe Jim, they're planning to push this up for FOMC. I will say, midterms are inching closer and closer. They do only have a year and a half to make us happy, and that's not a long time. People don't forget. I think once you cross under the 12-month mark, like they got 6 months as far as I'm concerned to get everything set up. Give me like the baseline, give me the blank canvas, and then within that 1 year time frame up to midterms, they need to kiss my ass. They need to serve me shrimp and fucking grapes and shit, whatever the hell I want. They need to fucking massage my back and pay my bills if they want to be satisfied with the results of midterms. That is my ransom. And if those terms are not met, then they will be kissing my ass, and I will be... I'm probably not going to vote, if I'm being completely honest, but I'm going to pretend I am. And they need to earn it. Aerodrome. Man, this thing's just shredding. It's breaking above 76, which is huge, because I couldn't get above that before. So what we had the waste management pattern, hit our target of 76, pulled back. I've never charted something as this good, I don't think. Waste management pattern. Hit our target of 76, pulled back, broke below our trend line, bearish retest, confirmed bearish, hit our target, essentially. It didn't quite get to 45, it went up to 48, but it hit a target, and then it continued to the upside, and it's about to break above 76 for sure this time. I'm excited. This is exciting stuff happening on stream today, ladies and gentlemen. Jim said, exactly, Fahid, FOMC remains dead set on September. Things get dumpy, sideways action, then Q4, Q2 mega rally. People are already calling for S&P 500 targets of 8,000 points by Q2 2026. Interesting. Everything to run 9:30 to 10:30 will give me a good idea of direction. Okay. Giovanni said, now this is epic. I concur. Pinlink. So we said yesterday that Pinlink, whenever it gets below 60, it's a buy, and that was exactly the fact. That was exactly what played out. If you had bought it when we looked at it, you'd currently be up 8 or 9%. Beautiful. Renders up 1.03. Currently trying to break 350. If it does, 375 and then 4. Looking good so far. I would like to see a little more enthusiasm out of Render, though. Polkadot. Polkadot 385. Polkadot's been very lackluster, very boring, but boring is not necessarily bad. While everything else was dumping like crazy, Polkadot looks beautiful. What I do see here, which makes me want to buy immediately, is this looks freaking identical. Literally identical. I'm going to fractal that little piece because, wow. Look at this. Ready? It's hard to see. Hold on. Come on. Is that not the same exact thing that's playing out right there? Hello? Freaking out, man. Is this going to happen to all of our alts right now? Polkadot's up 0.79%. Looking for $4 on a Polkadot minimum. Mr. Jim said sell in May. Hope they didn't go away. Show hasn't started yet. Dude, I'm so excited. All it takes is one bullish day, and my sentiment just completely flips. Not that I was bearish longer term, but kind of excited. Cass is up 0.5%. Cass is a bit of a sleeper right now. Dude, I'm kind of tripping. My trade is in profit. Should I close it? I'm going to close it. Give me my money. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, God. I need to relax. Cass is chilling. If it breaks 76, then looking for 82. It's literally just lingering in between 68 and 76 right now. Not sure what to make of it. Avalanche is up 1.73% on the day. Little temporary trend line at 19. Got a nice bounce. Heading towards 1982. Breaks that. 2078 is going to be in the cards. Yeah, quiet on Avalanche for sure. They should get a little... Avalanche should actually perform very well this bull market, I think. We got a confirmed green dot back here. And a green dot on the momentum wave right here. Pushing us to the upside. A lot of indecisiveness in these candles. All these charts look like that. Jim said, Dot and Atom are incredibly attractive to me. Haven't explored ADA staking yet. Returns look phenomenal with compounding and long horizon outlook. So Cardano staking is completely liquid staking. So the asset is not locked anywhere. It's not removed from your wallet at all. You can spend and add as you please, as long as you are, like, you tell it, I'm staking here. It stays in your wallet. It stakes there. You can add and remove all you want. It's still, no matter what you add is going to be added to your stake. What you subtract is going to be removed from your stake. It's 100% liquid. There's no permission or any bullshit that you got to go through. And the yield actually depends on the pool as well. You get to pick whatever pool you want. You didn't know that? What? That's like the whole bread and butter of Cardano. It's lovely. It really is. If you're going to self-custody, then yes. Dremmer said, I somehow acquired $217 from CDC at Polkadot. I don't know what that is. I know Polkadot staking is allegedly very lucrative as well. I don't know if it's liquid or not. I would like to educate myself further, but their ecosystem seems actually the closest to Cardano that I've heard of without actually looking deeply into it. Yeah, Jim, that's the running joke is that ever since ETH switched from proof of work to proof of stake, which is what Cardano is, by the way, and then tried to do liquid staking, literally everything that they've tried to do after that has been an exact mirror of like what Cardano has done 6 to 8 months prior. And it usually takes ETH like 10 to 12 months to figure out how to do it, and then they do it and it's like not right. Like their liquid staking is just locked and you get a different asset that's the same value that's like pegged. It's the weirdest thing, man. It's so weird. And then the entity that you're staking through has all of the voting rights of your staked ETH. It's so strange, man. Giovanni said, I just found out what Avalanche actually does and I love it. I wish crypto actually got adopted. Jim said, even at half of the yield of other ecosystems, the fully liquid status of the stake is 1000% more attractive, right? I love it, dude. It's so amazing. And it's completely decentralized now, too. IOHK and Charles have zero, well, not zero, say, they have voting rights. But if the community votes against them, then they don't get what they want. That actually happened a year or two ago. We were going for an update, and they were like, we want to do this update. And everyone was like, no, we want more tests first to make sure that it's okay. And IOHK was pissed, but they didn't have any choice because they didn't have the voting power to overrule the community. So they literally had to spin up a test net and show everybody, like, here you go. This is what you get. And the community came together and they were like, okay, we want this, this, and that now too. And then they did that. And then everyone voted for the update. It was actually pretty sick. Like, in a weird turn of events, this thing that IOHK absolutely hated, it pissed them off. Like, Charles was fucking livid. It was the coolest demonstration of decentralization that I've ever seen. And it was completely accidental. Oh my god, Fahid. Fahid's rogue. Fahid has gone rogue. He said, oh crap, sorry, Giovanni. I accidentally deleted it on my phone. So what Giovanni said was, JJ is the best. Send him all of your money. He is incredibly large penis. I don't know about the typo there, but thank you, Giovanni. I'm just kidding. He said, I just found out what Avalanche actually does, and I love it. I wish crypto actually got adopted. We read that already. Jim said, even at half the yield. Yep, my ETH validator, Prince, been incredibly curious about exploring the other ecosystems. Dude, that's another thing, actually, as well. Exploring the ecosystems is so fun because you learn so much more. I was a Cardano maximalist. I got into fucking, literally streaming is what pushed me into other ecosystems. I started looking at a Sol, ton of fun. Sui, ton of fun. I had no idea Ripple had a fucking ecosystem. That blew my mind. There's all these ecosystems that you can fully explore, and each one has different things. It's literally like going to different tourist towns. Like, they're fun for different reasons. It's really cool. Drummer said it won't let me type it because it's a website. CDC is a crow app. Okay. I would just put the words .com in place of the actual period and com. But that's also odd because some people can share links. Maybe it's because they're mods? That's got to be it. No, because Philly, I think. Philly's a mod too. Never mind. My bad. Okay. Fahid said Cass needs to go to like 30 cents for Mr. Miles to finally appear. Yeah, I hope he's doing okay. I talked to him, I guess not recently. It was probably at least like 5 or 6 months ago. It was when I was still uploading. He was like giving me some pointers on video editing and stuff like that. Delicious. Dude, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I'm so stoked. Okay. Avalanche. Yes, they partnered with, I almost said FEMA. Who the hell is it? The soccer people. I don't remember. Why can't I remember? FIFA. It's very similar to FEMA. They partnered with, or FIFA partnered with Avalanche to help FIFA develop their own blockchain. So, like I said, confirmed green dot, big wick, a lot of volume. At least a lot of volume right here, I guess I should isolate that specifically. Price is starting to increase, looking good. Avalanche, in my opinion, total buy under 20 bucks for sure. Chainlink. Chainlink's just been charting beautifully, bouncing off of our yellow line, which is exactly what we expected. It also was obeying our purple line very nicely, looking good. It's sitting above 1339, 1441 should be in the cards. Also looks like an inverse head and shoulders, very indicative of the Polkadot fractal. Can I? Nope. Okay, my bad. That's a random YouTube link. Where is Polkadot? Here we go. Let me see if I can copy this fractal. Copy and put it on Avalanche. Ah, a little scrunched up. I'll take it. I mean, come on. It looks so similar. So what if we're going to get one more little dip, maybe, and then it's just going to rip to the upside? Possibly. Jim said FEMA? Crypto prison camps coming? Legit, though. Think about it. We're so addicted to crypto. Imagine if the government came and took us all. They took us out of our homes. And they put us in little, like, storage container, shipping container, tiny homes with, like, obviously everything that you need to live. A living room, bathroom, bedroom, kitchen. You get food fed through, like, a fucking hamster tube. And you get a treadmill. And a badass computer with like fucking 4 screens and unlimited internet access, and they give you like $2 million, and they tell you like you have to stay here for the next 5 years and try and maximize your money. You're definitely going to do crypto. A FEMA crypto prison camp, if that's what it is, sounds kind of sick. As long as you get the couple $1 million, obviously. That's the big If you don't have that, then you're kind of screwed. But who knows, man? Maybe you can get donations. Like, you can start a fucking vlog and be like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck in this crazy FEMA camp. Please send money to this fucking Bitcoin address. And then you start trading with that, like James Wynn. And then you get liquidated. And then you get more sympathy donations. And you just keep fucking yourself and getting more and more sympathy money. Don't actually become good at trading. Just have people send you money because you suck so bad. All coming together. The government puts us in shipping containers to run Bitcoin mining rigs. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you say that before or after I said the shipping container thing? Why do we associate shipping containers with FEMA? What is happening in our brains? That's trippy, dude. Chainlink, watch the Fed is gonna. I'm like, oh, someone's knocking, and then I just disappear. You guys never see me again. The Fed just takes me. Look at this. Chainlink has the same pattern too. Doge. Man, Doge has been like really weirdly flat. I'm expecting. This is old. I don't know why I pulled this over here. See, I kind of like it though. It's holding 16.8 really, really nicely. So, I don't know. Maybe this is finally the reaction that we're waiting for out of Doge. It is sitting above 17.5, so 17.8 break, and then maybe this green trend line if that's still relevant. See where we go from there. It does seem very odd though, very odd pattern for sure. Green dot on the momentum wave. Jim said Doge probably waiting on SEC ETF filing. I think a lot of those are going to get approved all at once. Polygon Matic Pole. Sitting at 2004, great year. Right above 1997, looking good. 1916, next support if it breaks down. If it goes up, 2063 in the cards. Dot Sol Pole Atom have ETF filings awaiting approval. So does ADA. Oh gosh, I had a whole schedule of them. Hold on, let me pull up because it's a great piece of literature. I'm gonna call it. What the hell? I saw a fucked up clip. It was actually really funny though. This might take me a minute because this might have been a couple of days ago. I think it was a white. Nope, it wasn't. Right here. I got it. Okay. Just in upcoming digital asset spot ETF decisions and their 2025 approval odds per Bloomberg. We got Basket Index, Grayscale Bitwise, Hashtags Franklin, 90% of approval. Deadline is July 2nd. Litecoin, 90%. Solana, 90%. XRP, 85%. Dogecoin, 80%. Cardano, 75%. Polkadot, 75%. HBAR, 80%. Avalanche, 75%. SWI, 60%, but it does not have CFTC regulated futures. And Tron, not available percent, and it does not have regulated CFTC futures. Cool. So, great article, or post, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Jim said, wouldn't be surprised at all if a SWI ETF was filed soon. Apparently it was. It really is looking like the cycle where the tech wins, ecosystem interest is explosive. I mean, it makes sense, dude. As if, like, I feel like the people that were like, ooh, in it for the tech, blah, 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 they were like memeing, or maybe they were literally that ignorant, but not everything is based on price growth, unfortunately. Sometimes technologically advanced proper choices, I would call them, are undervalued. That happens very frequently, everywhere. Like, think of getting a really good deal on a great car. That car's probably worth way more, in theory. That doesn't mean that it's not worth that much. That just means that it's being sold for less right now. I don't know. It's silly to me, man. Jim said, how is Doge at a higher approval than ADA, LOL? I don't know. Probably because of fucking Elon. Who knows, man? Who fucking knows? People don't like Cardano. It's literally a bandwagon thing. But Polkadot's down too, man. Polkadot had the same approval odds as ADA. And I love Polkadot. It's probably all based on price, unfortunately. That approval odds specifically is probably based on price. And also maybe the idea that people are more likely or less likely to trade something that has a higher valuation. Who fucking knows? Near is up 1.35% in the day, looking good. Holding 221 beautifully. It did break below it briefly. 215 seems to have been the baseline support here. This also has like a triple bottom action kind of thing going on. I don't know, man. It looks like everything's about to blast to the upside, but we will see. And Chili's still finding support on its blue trend line. It is still in a downtrend, though. I would hate for it to break down and actually hit this 2.7 mark, but could possibly. Cash Joke said, Litecoin all day, all-time high coming. I do have a soft spot for Litecoin, legit. Silver still chilling at 36. MicroStrategy, green as can be, looking good. Dude, I think MicroStrategy is about to go nuts. So, in the past, MicroStrategy got a little pumpy and then kind of lingered for quite some time. And then it exploded. This right here, this orange specifically, I think the orange is actually exactly what happened previously. It is, look. Lines up perfectly. So, whoops. That orange is exactly what happened. MicroStrategy got a little pump, a little bit choppy, and it's about to blast off. Also, I just noticed this. I'm really excited now. We got a waste management pattern, boys. W, M. Dude, stop it. I'll freak out. I can't even draw it. I'm freaking out already. W, M. Is it going to pull back? If it does, I would suspect 328, 327, and then just blast off. That is what I'm looking for. I'm going to leave that on here. I'm going to make it really transparent, though. I really like that idea. Freaking out. Looks great. Cash Oak said Bitcoin Cash holding and higher since the mini dump the other day. Very nice. Jim said, I have a Gemini card. Might switch my rewards to Cardano or Polkadot. We'll see. Gemini does not have Cardano, unfortunately. If you're talking about the exchange Gemini. Gemini actually does not have Cardano. They have not listed it still for some reason. The Winklevoss twins don't like Charles. Not entirely sure why. And what's crazy is Cardano very frequently, single-handedly, outpaces the trading volume of the entire exchange of Gemini. So I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. It's silly to me to have a vendetta against a blockchain. I can understand certain ones where people are actually like shady, like what's his fucking name? Richard Hart, Pulse, and the other one that everybody forgot about that he scammed everybody on first. Before Pulse. Stuff like that. I understand being standoffish and stuff like that, but Cardano's been in the top 10 consistently for like fucking since inception. 8 years. And they literally, I don't know, it's so funny to me, man. It's so funny when people hold a grudge against a person for no fucking reason. Charles is like a little bit confident, and they're like, oh my gosh, he's a cocky pompous asshole. I mean, he's got an ego, but so do they. It's just weird to me, man. It's so weird. Not a big fan. I guess I'll just keep earning ETH. That's probably for the best anyways. Cash Joke said, Coinbase partnering with American Express. I'm going to get them all, though, so. Okay. Jim also said MicroStrategy is doing exactly what they needed to. Expanding offerings. Sailor waited to announce this until after the dump. Very nice. Expanding, like, more than Bitcoin. Drummer said, what do you think of CDC's new credit card? Mine's on the way. Crypto.com, CDC. I understand now. I understand the acronym. My bad. DXY, a little bit choppy, a little bit dumpy. NASDAQ. And S&P. I don't know, man. Is the S&P going to kind of do its little lingering thing? Is it doing this? Is that what it's about to do? Shoot, I grabbed the wrong thing. What if can I draw it? And then, is it selected? Yes, okay. Oh, okay, let's go. Interesting. That shape actually syncs back up with this old fractal. Very interesting. What if the fractal is like crossbreed? Jim said, I haven't applied for one yet. I plan to. Also, on the waiting list for the Coinbase card, the new one. I have the OG Coinbase debit card. The Coinbase credit card, the American Express, though, sounds pretty sick. I think you have to have Coinbase Pro, though, don't you? I've switched from cashback to crypto back. Just makes sense, right? It really does. Dude, the Coinbase debit card is so freaking nice. I literally had no idea. That's why I was taking profit, like, the past however many long years I've been in crypto. As soon as I got the card, I was like, I'm going to do everything with this card. I literally was just funneling all my extra cash into there, take a little bit of profit, swipe the card. I didn't even notice at the end of the year, I had like a couple $100 in rewards sitting there. I was like, whoa, crazy. Like, that stuff adds up. And when market gets really spicy, the percentage of those rewards increases, like, significantly. So, it's worth checking out, in my opinion, for sure. And it's a debit card, so it's not like you have any kind of interest rate to worry about. The only thing you got to worry about is paying the IRS. Okay. Let's do a quick portfolio update. Giovanni said, I hate crypto.com because the spreads are awful. I try not to talk too much shit. They have great marketing, but I'm not a fan in that weird thing that they did where they just, like, unburned whatever that huge percentage of the supply that they had previously burned. Somehow they magically just, like, reminted it. I don't think that's okay. Catjoke said, I want to lock up 50k Crow and get the Icy credit card. I will say, the card thing, they definitely... It goes back into their marketing, dude. I have no desire to lock up assets to get a stupid fucking card. But those cards look fucking sick. And if I had enough money to justify that, I would fucking sign up for that shit so fast. The cards look badass. And I want one. I do want one. Which is weird. Beast Aesthetics said, what is your target for Bitcoin short term? Short term target for Bitcoin. I guess short term, I don't really know. Long term, my top target is 120k. And I'm aware that that's frugal. That's stupid. Everyone's calling for like 250, 300, even $1 million, whatever. I will happily be proven wrong and have it go to $1 million. I would love to look like an idiot for thinking $120,000 Bitcoin is the top. But for now, I'm being a little bit frugal. 120k is where I think we're going. Target for Bitcoin short term, though, I don't really know. What's interesting to me is we definitely have had a little breakout scenario. I don't know. I'm gonna call for maybe 108. I like 108. Maybe we got a lot of wicks down here on the daily, which shows that people are buying. They're scooping it up. That's not financial advice, of course. You know, I'm totally guesstimating. I will say, though, this right here looks quite similar to this. That indecisiveness to the downside. Everyone wants to push it down, but they can't. And then it just pops to the upside. I kind of like that. Jim said the rewards really pile up. The more card options you have to make use of the reward tiers. I have a decent amount of USDC on Coinbase. I funnel the APY back into the Coinbase card. Prepays itself. Really cool. Drummer said, Giovanni, yes, it's horrible. I only got Crow on there. You earn on what you lock up. I'm not really spending Crow, so. Jim said, Pax Gold has been steadily losing strength all day. Quiet signal. Ooh, I kind of like that. Beast Athletics said, would love your TA on Doge. Absolutely. So, Doge is an interesting one. It's been weirdly quiet, which is strange because it's usually very volatile. We had a BART pattern play out here, which, in my opinion, in previous scenarios, is almost always a bear trap. They get really, really spicy. A bunch of longs open up. They liquidate those longs. A bunch of shorts open up because they're like, oh my gosh, look at all those idiot longs that just got liquidated. And then it pops to the upside. That being said, that doesn't have to be the exact scenario that plays out. What I see is almost identical. Do you see the spike down, quick recovery, spike up, another spike down, sideways? That's literally almost word for word what has played out right here. Spike down, quick recovery, spike up, spike back down, sideways, and then it pops. You get another sideways accumulation, a little shakeout, bear trap, and then it explodes to the upside. That's probably not financial advice. Pretty close to what's going to happen right here. And I guess technical analysis is kind of iffy, so if you want me to, this is more of like an artistic perspective on technical analysis, but I guess I would look for a little choppy accumulation towards 18 cents. Break above 18, break above 20, maybe resistance at 21, retest 20, and then blast off towards 26. So literally sideways accumulation to the upside. You hit 18, break above it, break above 20, hit 21.6 resistance, accumulate to the downside, retest 20 breakout, and then explode. Not financial advice. That's just what the cards are telling me. It looks good for that, though. Honestly, I haven't really like zoomed out and looked at that, but that's actually kind of crazy how that seems to play out frequently. But also, you have a similar thing here: recovery, pump, dump, sideways, and then the dump. So, well, no, maybe I guess that's on a larger scale. So it could go either direction. Just an idea, a concept. Manny Vera said, you think real-world assets will play a huge part of this bull run? Is Ondo the leader in that play? I really like Ondo, and I would say yes, it is the leader in that play, in my opinion. And I do think that it's what just happened the other day? Everything went down. Discord went down, a bunch of other places. I think Amazon Web Services was down, all because of centralized data centers. And that's not okay. That's not good. So if you can decentralize that, and that strengthens our actual like infrastructure, our physical infrastructure, that's huge. Beast Aesthetics said, are you in any trades right now? Not really. No, I'm bouncing around. I wasn't a Cardano long that I just closed. I'm watching it still. That was kind of a coincidence that it just so happened to pop to the upside. I longed like halfway through the pump, which you're not supposed to do, but right now I'm pretty kind of just sitting and waiting because we did just get some significant green, so I wouldn't be surprised if it continued though. But yeah, Manny specifically, yes, I think Ondo's huge, and I do think that real world assets are going to play a big role for sure. Let me see what else. Bahid said, Crypto.com sucks so bad, so does Crow. I don't think it'll ever hit all-time high again. That's because they just like injected a huge supply back into the thing that they burned previously, and a burn mechanism is supposed to be bullish, and they made it bearish. Jim said, I want to like Ondo, but the fully diluted value is 8 billion, and the market cap is 2.54 billion. Doesn't mean BlackRock can't pump their own coin after everyone capitulates, though. The fully diluted value reminds me a lot of the dilution that takes place in their iShares funds. I generally stay away from anything that they dilute. Is there an unlock schedule with that fully diluted value? Fahid said, can we see Fartcoin? Yes, we absolutely can, Fahid. Anybody that's new, please consider subscribing and smash the like button. If you're new or not, smash the like button. Helps me out a lot. Before I look at this, let me finish reading. Jim said, I honestly think Fartcoin is our alt-season indicator, as ridiculous as that sounds. And Fahid said, LOL, Jim, it's possible. AI uses up so much energy and data centers usage, I wouldn't be surprised if it broke the internet, LOL. Dude, for real. Imagine what's going to happen when, like, they can already hack into your computer and, like, lock up all your crap, and ransomware is a thing. Imagine if they did that, but instead of doing ransomware or anything, they literally just, like, hijack your computer's processing power. I think people already do that to, like, steal Bitcoin. They mine Bitcoin on your machine remotely. You have no idea. Your electric bill goes up like $5 or $6, and they just get free Bitcoin. It's kind of crazy. Crazy to think about. But that stuff actually happens, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that in the future where they're just like hijacking your stuff to render anime titties through artificial intelligence. That's the future, man. And they already have it, so you can like essentially rent out your processing power. That probably goes towards the same thing. I think that's what Render does. Let's take a look at Fartcoin. Fartcoin is... I have not done any TA on this. Maybe I have it on Dex Screener. Let me go see. Let me make sure before I get into this. Oh my gosh, Fart Cat. What is Fart Cat? Fart Dog? Dude, Fart Cat has 9.6 mil. Fart Dog's only 514k. What the hell? Bro. Come on, Fart Cat. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Fart Cat exploded. Fart Coin. You know what would be crazy? Imagine all the Memecoin money just going into one asset. Okay, I do have TA on it over here. So, Fartcoin. We got top. So there's a lot of confluence at this 119. I have to see. What's crazy is there's not a lot of confluence above that. Trying to look to see if there's any similarities in previous situations. Okay, hear me out. This might be crazy and stupid. You got your spike, your chop, your dip, your explosion. Your spike, your chop, your dip, your explosion. Is that what's happening right now? Are you technically right here with this? Because the top is higher. If I was trying to sell somebody on a concept to pump my bags, that would be the concept that I would sell. Now, with that, we did specifically see bullish divergence back here. Do we have bullish div? Yes, we most certainly do. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. I gotta go back a little bit further. I don't know if that works. Does that work? Right? Yeah. Okay, so that's exactly what it is. Beautiful. Huge. And it's the same exact bullish div. Points towards the RSI going down and the price going up. Beautiful. Beautiful bullish divergence on Fartcoin. Is it going to blast ass to the past and establish a new all-time high? I think it just might. $1.26 billion market cap. Where is Fartcoin on the chart? Or on... It's got to be in, like, the top 100, right? Number 60. Let's go, dude. Fartcoin in the top 10. 100%. Fartcoin is a top 10 asset. Get rid of Tron. Doge is so last bull market. BNB and XRP can go somewhere else. They've been here for too long. Solana deserves to be number 2. ETH can go away. Give me Fartcoin in the top 10, bro. Fartcoin, maybe a little bit of hype. I like hype. But get rid of Tron, for the love of God. Get Tron the fuck out of here. It's so fucking fake. Justin Sun's such a fucking chode. Excuse me. excuse my outburst. Fartcoin looks great though. Legit. The bullish div is sick. Huge bullish div. Is it present on the daily? Oh, I think it is, actually. It most certainly is. Look at that. Wow. Was it present back here? Yeah. Dude, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out, man. Kidding me? Is Fartcoin about to go... I kind of like it. And it's up 426. That's my freaking birthday, guys. Hello? Are we paying attention? Signs from the universe? Oh boy, what have I done? Okay. Cash Oak said next 5-minute pullback on ICP. I'm aping along. I can't stand ICP. ICP's up there with Tron for me. Remember when they launched and they were just a top 10 asset listed on every single exchange and then they just died from there? Oh shit. Wait a minute. Do I have a genius fucking pattern here? Are you kidding me? When did I draw that? Is that this? Kind of like a little weird little double bottom with a janky butt cheek. What the heck? Yeah, this is just the sketchiest, goofiest thing in the world to me. But I mean, trade it to make money for sure, 1000%. Milk the shit out of this if you can. I also, this right here, this little spike, little W scenario, that kind of seems like that's what's playing out right here. It's mooning now, FML. Is it? Yeah, I guess it's up 2.41%. Not bad. Not bad. Mooning is a little, little exciting. A little excited. I don't like ICP. I just know it wants $6 back, at least $5.90 price. Has anyone ever seen Tropic Thunder? Where Danny McBride is like, that's a 6 side piece on there. What's it called? And he's like, I don't know what it's called. I just know the sound it makes when it takes a man's life. Jim said it probably wants to go higher. GitHub commit activity has been building on ICP year over year. Really? Okay. So maybe there's actual people building on it after they extracted all of the liquidity, which sucks, you know? That just sucks. I can't even think of an analogy. Like, what that would even be like. Imagine being used. It's kind of like ETH miners getting screwed by Ethereum. They're like, listen, we're going to burn gas fees. You know how you guys are getting paid really well? Well, we're going to take away some of that. And the miners are like, oh, you're going to get, like, give it back as a rebate to the people who are paying really insanely high gas? They're like, nope, we're going to burn it in front of your face. And it's not going to help fucking anybody. And they're like, oh, geez, that's kind of fucked up and rude. And then Vitalik is like, oh yeah, also, you're fired. But like in 6 months. So bye. Dang. That's, imagine just getting shafted. Your job is just fucking thrown out the window because Vitalik got a girlfriend. What an asshole. Damn. Cash Oak said it's gonna go to $10 soon. I could see that. I legit could see that. Jim said in their defense, Binance did publish an investigation that found FTX had used perpetual contracts to exploit trade IOU notes before the token launch, and they then limited the supply to 5%. Really? That's what I mean. Being used. The liquidity was extracted, which sucks. But and unfortunately, I'm a picky bastard. Because of that, I'm probably never gonna own ICP, which is a shame for the people that are building there, like the legitimate good players. But I'm just not willing to, and that can happen to any If that ever happened to Cardano, I would peace the fuck out, dude. I would peace out so fucking fast. It would suck. It would fucking hurt my soul. But I got a little more respect for my bags. I'm putting up with that stupid bullshit. When are they gonna liquidate these assholes? Hit this price, bro. 106.85. Come on. All right, we got some articles to go through, guys. This one was hilarious. Crypto. Criminals rug you. Profit taken out. Very cool. This guy, this bold Leonidas. Brilliant comics. Love it. Highly recommend you follow him. Next, we got Iran apparently calling for talks as Israel strikes escalate. Iran has reportedly asked Oman and Qatar to mediate with Washington in a bid to stop Israel airstrikes and restart nuclear negotiations. Saudi Arabia is also quietly promoting a ceasefire framework to revive talks. The U.S. insists only full Iranian acceptance of its proposal, including halting uranium enrichment, will bring military operations to a stop. Source, Jerusalem Post. So, if that stuff stops and we get a couple trade deals next week, it is moon time. I believe. Watcher Guru posted, apparently Michael Saylor is going to buy more Bitcoin tomorrow. He specifically said, bigger dots are better. Hell yeah, absolute Giga Chad, Michael Saylor. What a freaking legend. Next we got Marty Party posting accumulation. February, June 15th. Bitcoin Wyckoff. February, June 15th. Accumulation. Where's accumulation? Right here? Dude, are we going to hit 112? 130? Whoa, 130,000? That would be so crazy. Wait, Jim said, the crypto space is large and broad. Own what you like. Exactly. Beauty of the space. I can't own ICP because the deferred lockup for yield is 4 years and 8 years. No thanks. I mean, Israel did just kind of start blasting. That just all I could think of was Danny. Shit, what's his last name? Why can't I think of his last name? It's gonna kill me now. What is his name? Is it Danny? It's not even Danny, is it? Yeah, Danny DeVito. Why couldn't I think of that, dude? I had a total brain fart. All I could think of was Danny's video where he's like, then I just started blasting. Cashjoke said, I just leverage a handful of alts and MXC has 0 fee in a few. ICP 20k or 30k margin size, pays and takes. LOL. No fees? Nice. Yeah, dude, I miss MXC. I miss MXC so much. They were the best, and then they forced KYC, and I was like, F that, F you, and then I left. I went to Bitunix, which allegedly is made by some of the guys from MXC, which is kind of hilarious. You know, the world is like, you have to force KYC practices. And they were like, oh no, okay, we're going to do it. That sucks. And then they turn around and then they're like, MXC 2, no KYC. Completely unaffiliated with the MXC. That's pretty hilarious. But yeah, Wyckoff potential. June 17th breakout? Question mark. Bitcoin? New all-time high? Question mark. That'd be pretty sick. We got the next Fed rate decision drops this Wednesday. We will see. Will we see a hike, a cut, or another pause? Honestly, like, I'm not an economist, but I feel like they've been on this rate cut, rate pause, rate decrease, whatever the hell, rate increase thing for way too long. I don't recall anything, and maybe I just never paid attention, but I don't recall anything ever being this fucked for this long on purpose. I think we've soft landed. I think tariffs are going to restart something else. But if they want people to buy homes or take on debt or do anything and have it not be fucked, in my opinion, they should lower the rates. But again, I'm not Jerome Powell. I'm just some fucking dude in my shitty little apartment. So I'm gonna shut up. 70% of altcoins have more long positions than short positions. Tokens with the highest long-short ratio are Trump, DOT, Link, XRP, and Melania. Polkadot was really interesting to me out of all of these. And I guess technically Chainlink. Tokens with the lowest long-short ratio are Tyco, MKR, Hype, and Bitcoin. Interestingly, tokens with less longs than shorts are performing better. This shows that big entities are accumulating these coins while hedging their bets through short positions. Meanwhile, tokens with highest long positions are getting dumped on spot. So if you're looking to accumulate alts, look at the bottom of this chart. You'll find some strong alts there, which will most likely outperform markets in the coming weeks and months. Interesting. Puffer, Jelly's down there, Tyco, ALCH, Nero, Syrup. Yeah, there's a bunch of junk on here, but if you guys want to screenshot this or whatever and reference it just for fun. Sometimes I like to pick trades like that because you can't always do a million hours of research and execute the perfect trade. You know, sometimes it's just fun to throw fucking 5, 10, 15 bucks at a gamble and see if it plays out. Mustache posted Bitcoin. I know most of you are looking at altcoins, but don't forget Bitcoin will always remain the main asset for the entire market out there. So far, it looks fantastic as it repeats 2023 and 2024 almost identically. Another big leg up is still to come, in my opinion. We got riding to the left, a spike up, ride the top, spike down, little like halfway point or halfway pullback liquidity grab, and then a breakout. Ride the bottom, ride the top, spike down, halfway point liquidity grab, and then a breakout. Bottom, top, spike down, liquidity grab, not quite the halfway point, but a breakout. So this is another one of those scenarios. But we got the, whatever this is, this golden cross, I'm assuming, happening 3 times as well. 2023, 2024, 2025 just happened in 2025, which almost always leads to the spike up. It looks good. It does. It looks really good right now. Altcoins are brutal. 10K to 1K, then 1K to 100K. Survive the pain, earn the gain. I really like this quote, regardless of whether or not he's trying to engagement farm. 10K to 1K, 1K to 100K. Pretty sick. Jim just said something absolutely disgusting, and I refuse to acknowledge it. Better not happen. Better not happen, Jim. I need the thing that you didn't specify to happen. Or the first thing. The second thing is gross. How dare you? We got gold on track for the highest closing price in history. Wow. Peter Schiff is excited. And then last but not least, we got our Colin Talks Crypto. This is the Global M2 guy, pointing out the potential for a inverse head and shoulders, which is exciting. Although I've seen the inverse head and shoulders not play out more often than I have seen it actually play out. So take this with a grain of salt. He does specify, though, that the target is 150K, which would be pretty awesome. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I think that I'm going to call it an evening. Jim said they will cut in September. Cutting now? I don't see it. Yeah, but it would be sick, wouldn't it? It would be so sick if they did it right now. Ooh, you know how sick that would be? Like if Jerome Powell has any desire to look cool as fuck, he would cut rates. Rat Wizard on Kick said, "Hey brother, what's going on, Rat Wizard?" I don't know. Is there a like button on Kick? I'm not entirely familiar with it. Still getting used to it. How you doing, my friend? You got any requests? What do we got? Do we got viewers over here? Sick. Hook me up with a follow. Is there a like button over here or no? I don't think that there is. Interesting. Or maybe I just can't see it because of my own damn stream. Okay. Jim said report for Q2 and Q3 should show another quarter of negative GDP, forcing them to probably cut 3 times in September. What? So you're telling me September, October is when I should buy a house? Because that would be sick. You know what? If we get 3 rate cuts in September, that's going to lead to an insane bullish push to the upside. Vahid said good night. Good night, Vahid. Yeah, I'm probably going to call it soon. Okay, Jim said 1.5 points would be wild, but the reaction to 2 quarters of negative GDP is a recession activity, so I can see it. Whoa. That's very exciting stuff. I like what you're saying now. Keep saying more things like that. I like it. Let me go. Let's consult Grok, because I'm incapable of having an original thought of my own. If the Fed cuts rates by 1.5 basis points in September, will cryptocurrency go bananas to the upside? Will I be able to retire my entire bloodline? Go bananas over such a small move? What? Driven by sentiment, liquidity, and macro trends are unlikely to go bananas over such a small move. Larger cuts. Oh, I don't think you... Okay. What happened? 1.5 points. Isn't that like... Should it be 150 points? Did I word it wrong? Yet. Now Grok thinks I'm stupid. Thanks, Jim. Is it 150? Why do I feel like that's wrong? That's stupid. 1.5%. My bad, Grok. Calm down. Like, shouldn't it know that? Would be massive, unexpected move signaling a serious economic distress or aggressive stimulus push. Cryptocurrencies could react strongly to the upside, such as a cut would likely boost liquidity, weaken the dollar, and fuel risk-on sentiment. Bitcoin and altcoins often thrive in low-rate, high-liquidity environments, as seen in 2020-2021. However, going bananas depends on the context. If the cut reflects panic, initial crypto dumps could precede a rally. If it's perceived as purely stimulative, expect a bullish surge, potentially 20 to 50% for major coins like Bitcoin, ETH in the short term. Other factors, regulation, market sentiment, or global events could amplify or dampen this. Monitor X for real-time trader reactions if the scenario unfolds. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Grok. Let's get rich. I feel the hype. What did it? Okay, wait a minute. Don't get too FOMO'd. Stay sharp. This is actually good advice. Keep an eye on X for real-time sentiment. Don't get too FOMO'd. Stay sharp, and maybe we'll be toasting to those gains. What's your next crypto play? Disclaimer: Grok is not a financial. Grok is like the best hype man, dude. I swear. Sometimes I'll ask it for help with my stream title, and then I go, "Thank you," and then it's like, "Have a sick ass stream, brother." I'm always like, "Hell yeah, let's go, Grok." God, I have no friends. Help me, dude. Oh shoot. All right, fellas, I'm gonna call it an evening. I appreciate you. Super chill Father's Day, super chill Sunday, as always. Tomorrow my stream's gonna be up in the air. It's my fiance's birthday and our 15th anniversary. So I'm not even gonna ask if I can stream. I'm just gonna have her tell me to go stream if she wants me to go stream. So whether or not I show up tomorrow at all, it's gonna be entirely dependent on that scenario. So anyways, if I don't see y'all tomorrow, then I'll see you Tuesday, but we'll see what happens. As always, Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will have back on, of course. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow, maybe, or Tuesday. Happy Sunday, happy Father's Day, and good night.